What's up, Slick Nation? We're gonna be doing something a little different for this video. So instead of a song reaction, I wanted to check out what other rappers thought about Eminem and his influence in hip hop. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Black people, the people who are the originators of this shit, we don't fucking listen to Eminem.
I know a lot of black people that consider Eminem the GOAT. Who? A lot of people.
Who is that first guy? Is that Lord Jamar from Tribe Called Quest?
Black people, the people who are the originators of this shit, we don't fucking listen to Eminem.
I don't know about that, bro. I mean, I'm not black, but I know a lot of black people and I've seen a lot of black people, whether it was on the internet or in real life, that listen to Eminem. So
I know a lot of black people that consider Eminem the GOAT. Who?
there you
a lot
go.
Of people. Who? A lot of people my age, black people, teenagers, young adults at the time. Being honest.
I think if you did a real survey, bro.
So you did a real survey.
I'm just saying. Well, no, not. We
Don't
need
be
to.
Don't be sarcastic.
We need to.
Don't come at me with sarcasm.
Why do you feel that Eminem is the king of hip hop? Lyrically, the execution, his knowledge of the craft, his respect for the craft.
He's a hater, bro. He's a hater.
And I think that he's still.
Lord Jamar is a hater, bro.
Hip hop at the time Eminem came out more than ever.
Fat
was
Joe.
more biased and more racial than ever.
Right.
There's no way hip hop would have gave it up to a white boy unless he was fucking phenomenal. And when he came,
Thank you. Thank you. Right there. Fat Joe knows exactly what he's talking about.
more than ever.
He would have never been as big as he is unless he was really good at what he does. Sure, his skin color had something to do with it. He brought suburban white folks to hip hop. But if he wasn't as good as everybody says he is, and we can all see how good he is through his music, then he would have never made it in this industry.
Was more biased and more racial than ever.
Right.
There's no way hip hop would have gave it up to a white boy unless he was fucking phenomenal. And when he came out, he was so nasty.
Yeah.
Niggas, that's what she's saying. Niggas did not want. It was
Right,
a lot
that's
of
the-
niggas.
right.
I didn't give him the smoke when he came out.
Right.
Nobody wanted to
And we
smoke.
heard from Dre how hard it was to
Right.
get people to accept it.
No,
You
no.
know?
We ain't gotta hear it from Dre.
Yeah.
We know the truth, nigga. We are hip hop. You see that fucking picture back there, the XL with Slick Rick, with Cool Herc, with Fat Joe, Rakim, nigga. We are hip hop. We know hip hop. They would have never gave that nigga that lane right there, Eminem. He was phenomenal.
In my mind, he's the greatest rapper that ever lived.
Yeah.
And that's arguably whatever you want. We can debate on this all day.
That's for sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm saying M is the greatest rapper of all.
Respect to Akon. He's got his opinion. Now, Eminem, he's phenomenal. He's amazing. But I don't think that there's one best rapper of all time. There just can't be. There's too much talent and there's too much greatness to just give it to one person. Eminem is the greatest rapper in his own lane of all time. But as far as gangster rap goes, you got to give it to Tupac, you got to give it to Biggie, you got to give it to all of the greats from that era that did gangster rap. Eminem doesn't do gangster rap. So, I mean, obviously it's all subjective, but Eminem is the greatest white rapper of all time. Eminem is the greatest rapper in his lane of all time. But to call any rapper the greatest rapper of all time, you can't do it. Can't do it. But Eminem is definitely a part of the greatest rappers of all time, for sure.
Times in
Phenomenal.
my mind, he's the greatest rapper that ever lived.
Yeah.
And that's arguably whatever you want. We can debate on this all day.
That's for sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm saying M is the greatest rapper of all times in my mind.
That's what I said.
Okay?
The greatest rapper infinity all time is Eminem. But Eminem and Jay go hand in hand, man. It's just, you know, you can't say Jay without saying Eminem because they're both collectively great artists. They've sold, they got it all. They got it all, man.
Give me Jay. This in any order too.
Hey,
Give me M, give me Pac, give me Big, yeah, and give me Snoop. These are, yeah.
Fire.
Yep.
That's a fire 5.
Yeah, definitely.
Fire lineup.
These are the cats that inspire me, like, the most.
In my opinion, Snoop hasn't been great since the 90s. I mean, Doggy Style is one of the greatest album or hip hop albums of all time, but you know, early 2000s and present time, Snoop's still riding his greatness from the early 90s, late 90s. I mean, Snoop's nice, don't get me wrong. Like I said, Doggy Style and a lot of his albums have been great, but his greatness isn't consistent. I mean, you can't say that Eminem, or not Eminem, but Snoop Dogg can rap with some of the greats of today. But again, it's a different genre of hip hop. It's gangster rap. Eminem doesn't do gangster rap. A lot of these rappers nowadays, they don't do gangster rap. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
And Snoop. These are, yeah.
Fire.
Yep.
That's a fire 5.
Yeah, definitely.
Fire lineup.
These are the cats that inspire me, like, the most.
Mm-hmm.
In doing music, for sure. And if you break down how I approach lyrics,
I respect
you
that, though.
influence each and every one of these dudes.
There's not one nigga in the industry I feel like if it was ever like a thing like that, and it was ever like a lyric for lyrics, or we going record for record, or we going diss record for diss record, or we going whatever the case is, I really genuinely don't feel like there's a nigga out there that could fuck with me. Somebody would have to do something just so immaculate, something that's just like, you know what I'm saying? The only nigga I've ever felt like, all right, there's some pockets that niggas touched that I've never touched before. Is M. I've never ever felt like, there's like a million pockets in the world I feel like there's not one pocket in the world that I really can't touch if I put my mind to it, but I've heard some crazy shit from M. I've heard some sort of pockets from him.
You can be someone, like Eminem and just have amazing cadence, and like it's like almost like the syncopation, and like I sit back with this zag, and zigzag, and this back, and this zag, and this Z, and you almost become this percussion, inside the music.
Oh my God. I sit back with this pack, it's this ass in this bag, it this weed, it gives me the need it to be the most meanest MC on this earth, cause it's birth, I've been cursed with this cursed, this curtain, this blurred, this berserk, and this dark, it works, and it helps in itself.
Actually, you know what? I've heard you rap. I've heard pieces of that in your freestyling before.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Like, did this just blow your mind at the time?
Okay, so this is the wordsmith. Eminem is the wordsmith. He's the guy who takes consonant clusters and compound syllable structure, and he bends words. He's the word bender.
Love extreme lyricists.
I like the word bender, like almost playing on the airbender thing.
And to me,
he's the word bender.
Love extreme lyricists. And to me, he's the extreme lyricist when it comes to wordplay and all that, the emotion and everything. So I would like to, a lot of people just want to hear us on a track to see who would win. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see how I sound next to who I deem the best rapper.
Wow, the best rapper.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a lot of good rappers out there, great rappers out there.
Eminem.
Yeah.
Eminem blew you away.
Yeah. That dude was phenomenal.
As someone who's known to be such a lyricist, what is it about Eminem's lyricism that blows G-Rap away?
It's his wordplay, it's his wittiness, it's his how he gets it across, his attitude, and his passion, his flow. It's everything. It's like he got the whole package.
G-Rap's cool. I like him.
You know what I'm saying? The same thing that I thought about Nas, and the same thing I thought about Jay-Z.
When he came in, he was the first white boy that fucking.
He was the first white boy that was in Jamaica, that was hot in Jamaica.
A firecracker in everybody's ass.
Hi,
I don't give a fuck
name is,
what hood you was
my name
from.
is In Jamaica,
Bro,
Jamaican people.
Listen, that's my point. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know no rapper, black, white, Hispanic, that could fuck with him when he came out.
True.
Eminem is the fucking GOAT. Let me just say that. That nigga is crazy, bro. His My Name Is Yo was stupid. I'd rather be carried inside the cemetery than buried alive. Like, just that, like, yo, his fucking, the way he put shit together, bro, is, that's who nobody want to fuck with, yo. That nigga's crazy. That nigga's.
I mean, you see where he went in, man. Like,
yo, he go, man. Yo, I
get
remember.
him angry.
Yo, that's a storm you don't want to fuck with. Eminem go crazy. I'd rather be carried inside. Like, yo, it's so many. I fuck with his Dead Wrong verse. He got so many. I even fucked with the Infinite. When he used to kind of like rap like AZ.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And Nas. My lyrics cause a chain reaction. They get your brain reaction. It's like, it's crazy. Crazy.
Jay-Z, Nas, M, Lupe.
Real artists respect real artists, man, and especially like a conscious artist that sits down to write, and when he hears another artist that sits down and does his writing, and he know, brother, nasty. You know what I mean? Regardless, you can't take nothing away from his thoughts and his pen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And M is nasty, man. I tell people to this day, if M was black, he'd be if M was black, he'd be the next Muhammad Ali, man.
Shout out to Pac. Without him, I wouldn't be here, believe it or not.
Rest in peace, Juice.
Shout out to Eminem, same situation. All his old shit. That's like a part of who I am. I wouldn't be who I am without Eminem's music.
Lyricist and what he meant as an artist to this rap game. Yeah, I would put Nas in the same category. Sure. I don't think Nas is bigger than Eminem.
One of my favorite verses from Eminem, from the song Till I Collapse featuring Nate Dogg. I mean, I just feel like he spazzed the hell out on this record. My thoughts are sporadic. I act like I'm an addict. I rap like I'm addicted to smack, like I'm Kim Mathers. But I don't want to go forth and back in constant battles. The fact is I would rather sit back and bomb some rappers. So this is like a full-blown attack. I'm launching at them. The track is on some battling raps who want some static. Cause I don't really think that the fact that I'm Slim matters. A plaque and platinum status is whack if I'm not the baddest. The ending line is basically like, it doesn't matter how many records you sell, if you don't have respect in this game, then it means absolutely nothing. I mean, just everything about that verse is incredible to me. From a critic standpoint, from someone who wants to sing along standpoint, the cadences, the rhythm, the flow, everything. One of the best verses ever.
All these great, artists that were either performers, dancers, singers, whatever. But I felt like the honesty, the honesty of hip hop and what Eminem was saying on his records, it motivated me. Like, yo, if he can be that honest, through hip hop, and there've been other storytellers, but never quite as vivid as his.
Yeah.
So I was like, we need to keep it real like him.
What's the deal with Big T? That's one of my favorite verses. 8 Mile Road off the Eminem 8 Mile soundtrack.
He's a battle rapper.
Still might. Why do I put up this fight? Why do I still write? Sometimes it's hard enough just dealing with real life. Sometimes I want to jump on stage and just kill mics and show these people what my level of skills like. But I'm still white. Sometimes I just hate life. Something ain't right. Push the brake lights.
Like not tripping, and you want me to piss Eminem off so he can come fucking kill you and me?
Like a hitman?
Nah, I'm good. You wanted me to say something about Jay, I will, but I ain't fucking with him.
Why not M, though?
M's good.
He's that good, right?
He's really fucking good. And when he get to, I can't tell you what it really is, your ass is scratched, man.
If you listen to the first track on the Shady 15 album, man.
Crooked Eye.
That's a dangerous man to play with. Verbally. He's very dangerous. And I'm a fan of J. Cole. I got J. Cole's all his shit. Okay. So he knows that I respect him. With that being said, I don't know too many people who really want it with M verbally. I just don't. I don't know if that's even a smart idea.
Such a huge Eminem fan, and especially from
J.
his
Cole.
first 3 albums, I was like all the way in. You know what I mean? I'm still all the way in because he's still amazing. But, that was a point in my life, a very pivotal point in my rap career. My rap, my first song I ever made was literally just biting Eminem and Nas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you
Yeah.
go listen, you would hear both influences.
Eminem on a different level, bro. You can't.
Young M.A.
That's just Eminem, bro. You let Eminem do Eminem, bro. But I'm just honored, bro. At the end of the day, I'm honored. Eminem just a GOAT, bro.
Used to Eminem music
Buster.
on the 1998 Smoke and Groove tour with Fugees out there, Tribe Called Quest, Public Enemy, Nas. Wyclef tells me to come on his tour bus. So I get on the bus. He has a 6-song EP of Eminem. And I'm wilding out so much at the entrance of the bus that I broke the windshield of the tour bus on Wyclef's bus with my head. When your music is that compelling that you don't even have time to think, you just react, it's instinctual, that's when you know that the music is touching your soul. And at that point, I fell in love. I fell in love with Eminem from that day and has held him in one of the highest regards as probably one of the most profound wordsmiths and lyrical masters of the microphone.
Thing is, this is a skill-based game. Whether you Latino, Japanese, if you step off the moon, you got to be able to rock. You know what I'm saying? Now, some people rock hard, some people rock slow, but regardless, the end result is do the audience feel you. If they feel you, you win in this game. A lot of cats right now I know can rhyme their ass off, but they really ain't. Nobody's feeling them. It's like, oh, okay, that was interesting. So you got to be clever, and I think what Eminem figured out a way is how to be clever and say rhymes that, you might not even like him, but after you start listening to it, you be laughing.
I love that album. That's
You
one
be
of my
laughing.
favorite albums.
When I heard Eminem's verse on the Drake shit, I went back and rewrote my shit for 2 days. I canceled appointments to rewrite.
Kanye. What song is he talking about? Like, I know a lot of the mainstream shit. So the only song I know that has Eminem and Kanye on it is Forever with Drake, Wayne, Kanye, and M. So he's saying when he heard Eminem's verse, he went back and wrote shit for 2 days. He canceled appointments to rewrite his verse. Eminem is no joke, man.
When I heard Eminem's verse on the Drake shit, I went back and rewrote my shit for 2 days. I canceled appointments to rewrite.
Did a bunch of joints with M, man. That's my man. You already know.
That's very interesting.
Emma had used that Jay-Z moment
Yo, let me
that
just
Jay
say
lied about, that he talking about he had to go talk to himself and all that, look himself in the mirror. But that moment, Emma had
You're
me like
probably
that.
the only person that did a record with M that they said that M didn't body. How do you feel about that? Because everyone that M get on a record with, they say he body. I have never heard them say that about you.
I can humbly say I expected that, because when you get on a joint, that's like a championship game.
Yeah, that's right.
And you win it, and they ask you, how do you feel? Did you feel you was going? Yeah, I came in with my game plan, and I expected my game plan to work. Yeah, so M is, when you send a song to M, I attacked it like that, like, nah, you're not. You're just not. You're not gonna do me this. You're not gonna do me this, and so I'm gonna put it all out there. Either we gonna be right here with it and just make a beautiful, wonderful, great song, but you ain't gonna do me that. And so that's what we did. Yeah, we just made a wonderful, great song. I ain't hear nobody ever say nobody body each other, nothing like that. I just made sure that he ain't body me. That boy's a monster.
I feel like Wayne can hold his own when he's on a song with them, for sure.
Make some noise for the greatest rapper to ever get on a motherfucking microphone. He goes by the name of Eminem.
Drake.
Relapse is a fucking amazing album.
It is, but the accent is
9 out of 10. The accent actually made the song. The flow on Stay Wide Awake, from a flow perspective, not one rapper ever will be able to fucking touch that. The way that he mimicked, like the way that he flipped syllables to rhyme with words that never rhymed is out of this fucking
It is
world.
better than Encore.
The storytelling
and better
on
than
that
Recovery.
album, from Deja Vu, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be, and I will stand by that.
Tyler.
When he dropped Lose Yourself
Right.
in the music,
Right.
he touched on something that every
Me and
nigga
Pun,
understood.
Let me tell you something. Me and Pun waited online. Me and Big Pun, rest in peace. We was out in LA for the Grammys. We were nominated for Grammys. Big Pun was nominated for Grammy. First solo Latino to sell 2 million records. Waiting online at Tower Records at midnight to get the eminems.
He have albums that's better than every album niggas done put out though. You know what I'm saying? He been in the game 20 years plus. Yeah, so he got what
99?
album is better than the Marshall Mathers LP? You can't just say an album is better than that. You could say you like an album just as much. Every good nigga saw A-Mob.
What do you think about him being a guest in the House of Hip Hop?
I mean, but certain niggas bring you in and you invited.
Okay.
You with proof, a fucking legend.
Yeah,
a nigga
so
who
he
stamped
vouched
him.
for you. So
He
nigga,
stamped him.
yeah, so you official.
You official.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see what Papoose was saying. This is a real lyricist who has no bias. He said, looking at some of y'all's so-called opinions on this track confirms exactly what I thought. The majority of y'all don't know shit about hip-hop. Laughing my fucking ass off. This track is fire. And
That was about Eminem's diss track to MGK, right?
it is.
Eminem's too big.
Em ain't the same no more.
He not, but he too big.
But if Griselda get
Em is the
involved,
same.
No, M is,
Oh,
M is
nah,
no.
Griselda,
No,
chill,
what do you mean?
chill.
Oh, nah, no, M is the
You
same.
can't even put Griselda.
M is the same. Did you hear Eminem on Fat Joe shit,
He's a battle rapper. I forget his name though.
bro?
Yeah,
No,
no,
I
crazy.
The
I didn't hear
nigga,
that.
please, listen, just,
That's where he dissing the Cannon at.
can we just listen?
Oh.
Let's
See, I
listen to
didn't
that
hear
right
that.
quick.
I didn't hear that.
Bro,
Get him the fuck out of here.
First of all,
people must know what
y'all
a
probably
eunuch
don't
is.
know what a eunuch is.
Right.
Right.
Tell him.
But a eunuch is a person with no balls.
Castrated.
Or castrated person that doesn't have the.
Yo, we gotta
a male.
understand Nick Cannon.
It's like,
Bro,
and I
word to Terror Squad,
He
Joe.
just hit. Okay, no,
But that's all
I'm not
puns
saying
aside,
that. I'm
though.
not saying he can't rap.
I know
Super
me and
era.
Mariah didn't end on a high note. Everything on double
That
was
was
fire.
fire. That was fire.
Everything.
He got triples. He got triples. though.
He got triples.
Like, that should be crazy.
I'm not
That should be
saying
crazy.
Eminem
I
was
let
not
him cut my
needed.
ball guard too before I lost to you, Nick.
Yeah, I'm fired. Super fired.
That's crazy.
That's literally,
insane.
that's literally no lie.
So-
no
Nigga,
lie.
that's a dog. The ball dog.
Cracker with a barrel, arm to the teeth, Anderson Pop. Shout out to Afeni Shakur, Anderson Pop. I did
Bro, I know what Eminem is capable.
Right.
You know what he's capable of doing, bro.
He will say add the subtract of the T with the H half in it, put it on the casket post in that post. And it's 2 O's in the middle, the K came in the middle, bones and guns on the clip skipped the middle. Like he might put us all in the blender.
Yeah.
Fucking with him in clips.
Yo, why you do that to us, Henry?
Yo, if this nigga fucked me up because of you, bro. Yo, look, I knew you subtracted him like 2 O's with the K behind.
Yo, I'm gonna say this.
Go, Cardi.
I'm gonna say this. Yo,
Go, Cardi.
I'm not saying Eminem is better than everybody, but there's really nobody better than Eminem.
Right there. Yep, right there.
Go ahead.
That was cool. Shout out to CTB for putting this video together. Moral of the story is Eminem's dope, and all the hate that he gets from people really just doesn't make any sense. I guess it doesn't really matter though. All the hate, it doesn't matter. But thank you for watching, and like and subscribe like and subscribe this video and the channel. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.